Hey everyone, it's Types, and I'm going to be running a different deck today. One that I'm not sure what I think about, but it's Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. Pretty much the idea is use Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX to accelerate energy. And interestingly, we only have one other attacker here, that being Hatterene V. People are playing this card. That's really crazy. It does. The idea here is you do 80 for 3 and then switch it to the bench, hitting and running into Klefki. And that, I guess I should highlight that a bit more. Essentially, basic lock turns off all basic abilities, which is super strong. It does, keep in mind, turn off your Lumineon V, which we've run a copy of, but ideally it turns off stuff like Lost Zone attackers, and also, very importantly, it turns off Genesect, and there are probably a few other things. We also run Path in a variety of stadiums. I don't know, I found this deck to be inconsistent. I played it once or twice. Maybe it's good, though. Maybe I'm piloting it wrong. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of this. It's kind of like Gardevoir. Also, I have like this blue light next to the like settings menu here. So does anyone know what that's about? I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and run a game or two. I don't know what I think about this deck, but it's actually seeing a ton of play. Surprisingly, Urshifu VMAX and Inteleon VMAX and Shadow Rider are both rising up, seeing tons of play, as well as Dialga. They're not like gaining that many new cards, especially Urshifu, but which I should probably try, but. Shadow Rider is seeing a lot of play, and that gained Klefki, but that's not that much. So I don't know. People are playing it. People are enjoying it, though. That's cool. I'm not sure if it's my style of deck, but let's see. I never played it when it was super broken, because that was the Peach CGO era where you couldn't get the best deck. But now you can, which is pretty cool. The best deck might not work because the game might not work, but that's fine. Also, I had an issue where I think it showed me my opponent's hand during a mulligan. Like, wait, that sounded stupid. Obviously, I was like, oh, we didn't get enough cards. Nope, we got lots of energy. Oh, yeah, this hand's kind of not good. But, yeah, I mulliganed. Yeah, it says my opponent had to take 2 mulligans. So let's see. What's this hand look like here? So no basics, right? Which is what's supposed to be. But it showed me a mulligan of a hand with basics in it. And then, yeah, it just wasn't right. That's what I'm going to say. They're running Gardevoir, though. So we see the 60 HP Ralts. Interestingly, people are choosing to play that with the idea that its attack's very good, which is fair. And in this particular matchup, it would be pretty good for them, I imagine. But then there's also the idea that it's too vulnerable. Realistically, it doesn't matter too much. But theoretically, for example, we see them getting out the Mew here, which is very strong. But the idea that a Mew plus a Ralt is a very powerful combo that your opponent can pull off against you if they're running Sableye from Lost Origin to just spread damage around. Also, they got some fancy Mews here. I don't even like this Mew art that much. It's kind of fun. You know, I'm a big fan. I like the Pokemon on here, but they're not portrayed in very good art. Scarlet looks kind of cute. But the rest, like, kind of whatever. I mean, yeah. Tell me if you want a video where I talk about the arts. I'm kind of tempted to do that because there are some really cool, like, full arts. Pokemon for a while stopped making good arts, but now they're coming back with like super awesome ones. Not that the regular arts don't look good. Like this Ralt's solid and pretty much all of it's good. But okay, so I'm gonna Arven. I think I don't even know like what this list runs, but I feel like Arven's got to be good here. Let's see. It was just some other supporter which was like grab there. Oh, it's like teleporting around. No. Okay, so I hope this is good. We can grab like a Nest Ball. We don't run any Battle VIP pass. And I guess we only play one Forest Seal Stone, maybe 2, but there's no Forest Seal Stones in deck, so we'll take a Nest Ball. That's not too bad. It's not great, though, either. We could Forest Seal Stone this turn. Let's see. We're obviously going to grab down Shadow Rider. I'm kind of thinking we could just play the, like... I don't really know. I guess I'll just bench this... or attach the Psychic Energy. I'm trying to think what Arven's going to do for us next turn. Or if we want to get ourselves down another Shadow Rider, if that would be worth it. Because obviously we can get Ultra Ball with Arven. I don't know if I love that, though. Because then we won't necessarily be able to switch. So I'm going to force Seal Stone. I don't think it matters where we put this. I'll put it here. Yeah, we're gonna use Star Alchemy now. Grab ourselves down another. Where is it? Shadow. I guess it's at the front. Just Shadow Rider Calyrex V. Put that onto the bench and hopefully get a bit more going next turn. And then we can play Path after that. So, Path is kind of interesting in this deck. You can use Force Seal Stone under Path, but obviously you can't use Shadow Ride Calyrex VMAX's ability. Or I guess SRC. I should probably start calling it that, because Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX is long. That's a long thing to say. So my opponent popped me off. I've like never gotten a turn 2 attack with this deck. They do need a supporter though. They have an energy in the discard, but they don't have any attackers in play either. So they're probably not going to get off a very good turn 2 attack. We see a worker. I'm very happy that they're playing that before we drop our Path to the Peak. So we can hopefully Path to the Peak and shut them down. Also, something like Zacian V is going to be kind of scary for us. I feel like they should have muted first. I don't know if it matters, but something like Zacian is definitely going to be very scary because it allows them to take, well, it takes an extra prize. And just starting Hatterene might not be great because the hit and run value is pretty much none. The only thing we could have stopped is this baby Mew, which we have not stopped clearly. Oh, and they missed. That's really good for us. So, yeah. Sorry if I sound a bit sick. I am kind of sick. I say that in like half my videos, but it's unfortunately kind of true. I get sick easily. I used to be like never sick, but now I'm always sick. And so is my cat. My cat is super sick as well. So if you want to see more of it, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. Also, yeah, they got rid of another stadium, so that's good for us. If we're able to get Path down, obviously we can get it down, but we can't necessarily do anything with it. And we see them grabbing the Gardevoir, which they can't attack with this turn. So they could go for a Mirage Step, though. And this is the big question. I almost never use Mirage Step with Gardevoir. I haven't found it to be super useful. But if they do, then it's going to be very good. So I think that's what they're setting up for. Yeah, they're setting up for the Mirage Step to set up their board. I said set up a lot of times, that sentence. But, yeah, Mirage Step, getting all their Curlios onto the bench. They haven't played... Well, I was going to say they haven't played any of them. They still have theoretically 3 in deck, which is insane. Okay, they prized one, or it's in their hand, so that's good for us. Still super scary. We hit an Ultra Ball, though. I'll get rid of... Do we get rid of multiple energies here? Maybe. I feel like we don't want to get rid of Arven. That could be very useful, as it's our only supporter. We could even Lumineon here, grab ourselves out of the deck of Research. I'll just grab a Shadow Rider. I feel like it's the safest play. We can do Arven for Switch now and actually get an attack in first, which could, I mean, like a damaging attack first, which it could be very meaningful here. So we'll do that. We hit Lumineon there. Oh, I really like that, honestly. And we hit the Switch. Oh, wow, we're honestly getting super lucky this game, but I'll take it. I'll use this and grab out of the deck the Research we run 2, so that's fine. We could judge them. We know they have a Gardevoir in their hand, but that's going to increase their hand size, so I don't love that. I'll just take the prize and see where that ends up. We do have the Avery. Avery could be all right here as well. I'll just Research, though. I feel like we want to get set up as best as possible to possibly take some big one-shots on, I guess, the Gardevoir EX. So I'll go ahead and switch into that. Shadow Rider, we're not even hitting that much, but we're at least hitting something. So I'll do Path. I'm nervous that we're not going to be hitting hard enough, because right now we're hitting 100. We're not necessarily even going to be able to KO that the Gardevoir, but they'll have damage on them, so it should be okay. Soon Heavy Ball, anything there for us to see? No. We do see... Let's see, we tried to prize the boss. That's kind of nice. I mean, it's not great, but that means we can, like, possibly get off the prizes, which is the good part about it. Yeah, Collapsed Stadium could be good here, reducing their options, but I'm just going to take the KO. We can't even play it this turn anyway. So hopefully we're okay. Hopefully they don't just go ahead and one-shot our Shadow Rider. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. Gardevoir's a very good deck. It's kind of inconsistent, and they're damaging their Mew a lot as well. So one interesting route is we could theoretically set up the Shadow Rider Calyrex V. Oh, and they need to bump the stadium as well. So that's a pretty big deal, this matchup. I should have thought about that as well. It's very important. And they're going to a boss. I like that. And they're down a couple of supporters, notably Worker, which is very important. This Worker, it's pretty solid. So the Gardevoir, which it's very annoying that when they like do something, it kicks you out of looking at the discard pile. Like if I go here and then they like play a Pokemon. Also, why don't they stack in their regular discard pile, but they do stack, and when you're looking at a specific section, it's kind of strange, but it is what it is. Oh no, they're also kick us out of the discard pile. I'm not sure. Some things do. I bet if we see them like Palpad, So Palpad, they're obviously going to get back the Worker and Boss, which is very important. Yeah, that's going to kick us out. That makes sense because they're changing the discard pile. So maybe it's anytime something like that happens. I'm still getting used to live. It's honestly not awful. The big issue is not getting better. So yeah, we're going to get kicked out of this. What if I look at my discard pile? Well, they're changing their discard pile. That does not. Okay. Whoa. They got rid of Sky Seal Stone. Sky Seal Stone could literally win them the game. That's crazy. I'll take it. Also, they're digging a bunch. They're going to be able to see 8 extra cards with a combination of the Curlies and Gardevoirs, which honestly it's just so strong, the engine, when it sets up. And they're setting up decently here. But they're, if you go in with, what's it called? Mirage Step, I think. If you go in with Mirage Step, you're not attacking till turn 3. Okay, they played Worker. I thought they discard Worker. No, they played Worker. So that's fine. That gives us our ability. Honestly, that's super good for us because we can. They're gonna heal off their Mew, but that's fine. At least they're not healing anything else off. They could heal one other thing potentially if they play one of their Emergency Jelly. But yeah, it's so strong if it sets up, but you can't really attack before turn 3 with damage and set up very well. So honestly, I don't really know. So they're getting out their Zacian V. I don't know how this matchup's supposed to go for us, but I think we're going to go up on prizes. Obviously, we're up on prizes now, but we'll probably get up even more. The question is, so they need to accelerate active. That's obviously what they're setting up for. And how many energies is that? They have only 3 in the discard. They can hit moderately hard with Gardevoir, but nothing insane. And then we're just going to KO on back, of course. So we need to just manage our resources as best as possible and just see where it ends up for us. Hatterene V's hit and runs, not awful, but it's not great. Like, we're not even KOing them here. How much are they hitting? They're hitting, I think, 150, meaning that they should be able to grab a KO with a different Gardevoir next turn on our VMAX. The idea here, I think we need to boss KO that Gardevoir EX if we... Oh, we definitely can't do that. The idea, though, we need to target down their 2 prizers. There's Zacian. They played the Zacian, which could be good for us. Of course, Zacian is, and then we... Oh, wow, we see a healing animation? I didn't know that had a healing animation. I played it before, and I haven't noticed that. That's fine. Right now, we're not hitting a ton. We're obviously hitting enough to KO their Gardevoir. But, yeah, those energies are going straight on here. Oh, we see more energies. That's kind of cool. We could Avery as well. I don't hate that. And I think the idea is if we get another path down, we're in a super strong spot. Collapsed Stadium could be good. We just have a lot of interesting options here. I guess we could have gone with Hatterene. Fog Crystal. Grab out another Shadow Calyrex V, I guess. Honestly, I don't like the Fog Crystal animation where it like shows you the different things. That was very vague, but we can Avery. Avery's got to be good. I should have probably held off on playing some resources, but that's fine. Well, Avery, get rid of... What are they going to get rid of? They could get rid of Zacian, but I feel like they played that because they wanted it down. So I'll Avery and see what they get rid of. It's certainly not something they're going to love, though. They're going to have to get rid of something that they need. And also, it looks like we're kind of setting up for a big attack. I don't know about that, though. We hit another Shadow Rider. That could be super strong. We did prize a VMAX, but we could hopefully... We did have one prize. I don't remember if we ripped off the prize or not. I should remember these things. But I don't. I'll stick this energy on this Shadow Calyrex VMAX, though. That's probably fine. Just grab the KO. We could Collapse Stadium them. We could Collapse Stadium, get rid of our own Lumineon. I actually like that. Also, it's so weird where the bench like shrinks smaller than the Pokemon. It's kind of funny, and I kind of like it, but it's weird as well. So we're going to max Geist. Obviously, grab the KO here. And we're looking to be able to set up, like, to grab another big KO on probably Zacian. We see Choice Belt. That could be very useful as well. And allowing us to KO the Zacian. We're going to be knocked down. We can KO the Zacian next turn. So that's very nice. But they will be carrying a Shadow Rider as well. So we need to be very careful. We do see Klara. We could use Klara to recover some a Shadow Rider. Klara is so weird in this deck. I guess it's there for Klefki if you want to hit and run to Hatterene. Honestly, I wouldn't despise single prize Diancie in this deck for greater hit and run like Synergy. Klefki does hurt reduce options against, obviously, Lost Zone is, I think, the main use, but does this deck have a bad Lost Zone matchup? I'm not sure. There's the idea of cards like Sky Seal Stone being very powerful in this matchup, it would allow them to take an extra prize with their Zacian. We see a Cresselia. I don't know what that's for. It's kind of, I mean, I don't know what it's for in this matchup. It seems like not a card they'd need to thin. I get it, but... Oh, and they got rid of essentially their whole engine. Or they got rid of a Gardevoir. I feel like Zacian V, they should have gotten rid of that. I was gambling on the fact that they wouldn't, and they didn't, so I'll take it. I don't know if they know exactly what they're doing with this deck, or maybe I don't know what they're doing, and they're just going to completely obliterate me, and I'm just going to be very sad. Who knows, they could run another Sky Seal Stone. That's not impossible. And all the times I've seen it played, I've only seen people run one, but that doesn't mean people couldn't run more, obviously. And if people deem it powerful enough, it makes a lot of sense to run multiple. I personally think Sky Seal Stone with Arven and Gallade kind of makes sense. There are different ways you could do it, though. They need one more energy, which they have. They can grab that. And onto Gardevoir, they need one more energy. Wait, no, they don't need one more energy. I don't know what I'm saying. Why did they hit? They did 3 energy and they hit. Maybe they did more than 3 energy last time. That must be what happened. So we can obviously... Wait, why did they damage their Zacian? I guess it doesn't change the amount of damage I need. It's kind of a strange play. Maybe they're scared of me carrying the Gardevoir. I don't know. If they obviously took half their prizes there, that's kind of scary, but we should be okay. So we're going to accelerate on to... Do we go into a Shadow, like another Shadow Rider, or do we go into the Hatterene? I'll put an energy on the Hatterene. That idea is kind of interesting to me. We see a Klefki. We don't need that, though. It's fine to grab it, but it's not super necessary. I'll also set up... See, how many Switch do we run? I don't really know, like, the counter cards in this deck, which is kind of problematic. I'm going to attach this energy to Hatterene, though. I think that'll end up being fine. Okay, Klara, let's see. So right now we're hitting 160. I'm going to Ultra Ball away a Klefki and an Ultra Ball. Let's see what's in deck. We have... Oh, they go ahead and scoop. Okay, it looks like they kind of knew they made some mistakes. So we did take the game there, showing that Shadow can compete with Gardevoir as a very strong Psychic deck. A bit of a weaker deck, but also a faster deck. Oh, no, my opponent's bald, which obviously isn't anything wrong with their opponent being bald. It's one of the hairstyles set in the game. But there's the naked avatar glitch, which means that they're bald. So I don't think that's what happens there, but I'm kind of nervous that we're just going to see someone without any clothes on and also missing portions of their body. If you haven't seen that glitch, you can check it out. It's very off-putting and kind of creepy. But yeah, sometimes if your opponent's like bald, that'll be why. Like they want to have hair, but they don't. That sounds kind of weird. Anyway, yeah, I think you get the idea though. Oh. What? No. Oh, we see the glitch. What is this? Mulligan, it just showed my opponent my hand. See, we got the 2 Ultra Balls, Lumineon's Judge Boss, and we see that this is the hand that they had. So it literally just showed my opponent my hand, right? And I'm pretty sure that's the case that showed them my hand, because I had that happen to me. We see them take their mulligan now. And we just didn't see their extra... Oh, it's because they took 2 mulligans, but then it also showed them our hand. It's a super annoying glitch. See, no, wait, we started illuminating as Miraidon. Oh, that's not good. This is awkward. I'll play Hisuian Heavy Ball. Hit a Shadow Art. Nice. That's lucky, but I think it ended up being worth it. Ultra Ball away. That's not an Ultra Ball. This is an Ultra Ball away. A Psychic. The boss, I think, is fine. We might not even end up playing the other Ultra Ball. No, the Psychic could be super useful. What if we get rid of Ultra Ball boss? Yeah, that means we can kind of play all the cards in our hand next turn. The switch could be super useful. We could switch into Klefki. Oh, I don't hate that either. We got rid of the Ultra Ball. But no, I'll switch into Klefki this turn. and stop them from using Miraidon EX's ability. Hopefully that'll be very good and stop them. Also getting the Lumineon out of the active feels good. Hopefully they don't gust up the Lumineon. That'll make me very sad. But right now we're in a spot that feels okay. We're going to try to build up our board state. Obviously we got almost nothing that turn, but we do get to slow them, get an attachment, and we have a Judge to hopefully punish them. Although, obviously, there also is the issue that they know our hand. So, yeah, live, please fix that. It doesn't, I believe the mulligans are, yeah, bro, like, what is this? My opponent knows exactly what I got. They're like, you know what, Judge, boom. I mean, I don't know if that's why they played Judge. Our hand wasn't even that good. But we see another Miraidon hit the board. Battle VIP pass doesn't look like the Klefki is doing too much damage there to them. But they can't use Raikou. They can't use their Miraidon, so they're not setting up quite as well as they'd like. Still setting up pretty well, but we just see the pass. Okay, that could have gone much worse. I'll take it. Can Shadow Rider. We can switch. I think we have another copy of Switch here as well. And actually start doing some damage. We see Research. We see Beach Court. Oh, I like this. I'll grab down. Let's see. How many outs to Shadow Rider do we have? We have more outs to Energy. I'll grab the Shadow Rider, put it onto the bench. And get rid of Arven. Doesn't feel bad. Lucid the Retrieval is a bit annoying, but it's not too bad either. This does give them more like utility for switching. But I think it's fine because we're going to be able to hopefully get an attack off. Oh boy, yeah, that's a lot of energies. But it will allow us to attack, so that's fine. We could keep the Klefki in the active. I like the idea of just sending on the Shadow Rider to do some damage, though. It's only 100, but it's 100 more damage than they've done, so it feels okay. Maybe. Maybe we should head behind the Klefki, but they could theoretically prize. You want to look at the prize map in these situations, and they want to go through a Shadow Rider, Calyrex VMAX. Like, they don't necessarily want to, but they have to. And then KO the Lumineon very easily and KO the Klefki. So if we just left the Klefki to die, it wouldn't have necessarily been very good. It looks like they are probably going to go in with Raikou, which is, it's going to two-shot our Calyrex. Pretty much the whole thing is they're going to two-shot our Calyrex. Interestingly, they probably run Forest Seal Stone, but they could have run Sky Seal Stone, which is very powerful. We see them setting up very strongly. They could theoretically one-shot a Shadow Rider if they get a lot of Regieleki VMAX into play, but they got none. So we should be fine. They have lots of Vs in play, but we should still be okay. And accelerate, obviously, to the Shadow Rider. And we see a Research. That's okay, but we're probably not going to use that. We're going to have so many cards in hand. Please tell me we have the KO here. We can grab the KO with a Choice Belt as long as that's not prized, I believe. And it's not prized. Okay, I'll take that. Luck appears to be on my side today. And we could Arven. I don't even know if that has a lot of value here. We can fill our bench and grab Forest Seal Stone, though. I don't hate that. So I think I'll actually just do that. That feels nice. And just having the Research in hand for next turn as well. Oh, we could Path. Honestly, Path is kind of good here. Reducing their options possibly by a lot. I don't know what they have, though, obviously. So it might not do too much, though. But we still have the Research to lean back on. We can Choice Belt here to barely sneak in the KO, but still sneak it in nonetheless. Nest Ball, Steel Stone. This is why I think Arven's worth it if you're running for Steel Stone and other tools, which is moderately rare. But in this case, we are. Do we force Steel Stone? Honestly, I don't think they're going to get enough out of their abilities. I'm going to hold it off for one turn. This could be a mistake. I'll attach it. I'll attach it to the loop. They could carry the Lumineon. I'll attach it just to the VMAX. But I think it's okay not playing it this turn with the idea that I can use lots of Shadow Rider abilities next turn and then also use we can then path them afterwards because I want to be able to get a bit more energy in play before I path. The idea of Shadow Rider Calyrex with path is kind of weird. People compared it to Zorogarb, I think, which is kind of weird. I mean, I guess they're kind of similar, but Shadow Rider path, though, traditionally... What? They're running a Klefki? Klefki, it makes sense in our deck because we have hit and run into... Oh, yeah, they have Regieleki V to hit and run. And honestly, Regieleki V... What? What was that? What are they doing? Do they not have anything in hand? Okay, maybe that's what's happening. Oh, yeah, okay. They go ahead and scoop. So you know what? Should we run another? I don't know. I feel like I don't really want to. No, I'll run one more game. I haven't gotten to big amounts of energy. I'll run one more. Both of my opponents scooped a little early, especially that second game. But at least we're gonna guarantee a winning record, so I'll take it. And hopefully we don't get a glitch this game either. Live still has a bit of a ways to go. It's not awful. It's definitively in beta. It feels like it's in beta, which means it's obviously not ready to go out to be a full game, but it's still in an okay spot as well. So we go first again. I think do we go first all 3 games? Maybe. We started Lumineon last game though. Oh, we mulligan. That's fine. If and only if it works right. I believe the issue comes in when both players mulligan at different amounts. So, yeah, that looks fine to me. Obviously, we couldn't have started that hand. This hand honestly looks all right. It looks like we did not show that hand to our opponent. They're picking a number, any number. Okay, we see them start Raichu. Oh, no. Please don't KO us turn 1. Oh, but we see a Shadow Rider. That's good. We could, no, I was going to say we could switch into Klefki. We just couldn't. Also, I should probably check prizes. We did prize, looks like a VMAX. I believe we run a 4-4, but that's fine. I can attach active or I can attach benched as well. Attaching benched is probably better here. Wait, why do we run Fan of Waves? I don't really know how our deck works. I literally just obviously net decked it from Limitless as all top players do. We see that's a bunch of lightning Pokemon. They will not be able to carry a Shadow Rider unless they can get absurd amounts of energy on Raichu, as in 3 in play, in addition to a Choice Belt or a 4 energy. So if they get a bit lucky off of their electric generators, they could grab it. Honestly, the deck's super cool. I want to try out Regieleki VMAX. It's very expensive. Regieleki VMAX right on. I say Regieleki toolbox. Don't KO us. If they KO us, then I'm gonna pull a 180 and just scoop, walk right out of this game. Okay, they only hit 1. That's good. They can still attack, and that's fine. But if they get a KO, we're just kind of dead, literally. So we see another energy at the board on the Miraidon. Interestingly, I feel like energy on Raichu kind of would be good here, but I guess they're thinking they could get KO'd. Why aren't they going for the attack? I feel like going for the attack with a Raichu would have been very solid there. They had the rope to do it. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. But hopefully we get a KO on our turn. It's very possible. We see Klefki. I'll bench that as well. That could be nice. I'm wondering, this deck should maybe play Rainuka Ninja. It runs obviously high counts of energy, so I feel like it makes sense here. I'll Choice Spell, and I'll just send it with a Research. I probably should have attached active. This hand's okay. We can actually attach or attack guaranteed this turn, which is very nice. So I'll drag that energy, send it there. Yeah, that's about all we got. That's fine, though. Could Nest Ball something down? I don't really know if that's necessary, but I'll play it just to at least get something. Another Shadow Rider V doesn't feel necessary, and another Klefki also doesn't feel necessary, as it theoretically gives him a better prize route. So I'll just fail that. I don't think it's a big deal. I'll switch into Shadow Rider. Obviously, we're not doing enough damage. We're two-shotting. I really don't love the fact that it starts out slow, and then you play Path, and then you're still very slow. But I think the deck works well enough, and the fact that he didn't attach to Raikou, I think it will end up hurting them a bit. We could see him bump Path. I think in order to attack... they don't have to bump Path in order to attack. It doesn't really matter for them in terms of attacking, but in terms of damage, they want to bump Path. They could. Can they one-shot us? They probably can one-shot us, theoretically, if they get lucky enough. We do see them bump it with Beach Court, and this is why I don't love Beach Court in this deck. Sure, it has synergy with Klefki, replacing Air Balloon, but I feel like most people have lots of stadiums. They can just bump it with. We see the Mareep. Honestly, the sick-looking art. Also, don't play this Mareep. I mean, I guess you could, but the 70 HP Mareep's probably better. Obviously, it's up to you, but yeah, we just see Lightning Rondo, so obviously not grabbing the KO there. And we're going to look to just KO them, I think. So Underworld Door, this will be a bit hard to pull off, but I'm thinking we have certainly a shot of doing it. We do need to hit something, though. Judge and Ultra Ball. Okay, that's not bad. I can Ultra Ball away definitely that Beach Court and also the Shadow Calyrex V. We're not getting 3 VMAX in play. That's just not a thing that's happening this game. We are going to get another VMAX down, though. And we're going to draw some more cards, I think, right away. Or we could just attach energy. I'm going to accelerate one. Right now, we're hitting 160, so we just need... Come on, let me do this. 1 energy off the Judge or off this Underworld door. So please give it to us. That's not it. We could research... Yeah, I'll research. That's fine. We draw more cards. We definitely got it there. See Collapsed Stadium, but they're just going to get rid of their Raichu, so I won't do that. Energy here's all right, I think. And then... Oh, Avery's just dead in our hands. That kind of doesn't feel great. We're definitely grabbing the KO, though. We're just going to have to go through 3-2 prices. Well, that's just what we have to do here, unfortunately. So, I'm trying to think if there's anywhere around this, any other route. We could do Hatterene V to KO their Raichu. That could be nice. We could Rope, but they're still going to have their Raikou. So, I'll just KO that with my Shadow Rider. And we see we were able to build up to it, but it's still kind of awkward. We do grab the first prizes of the game, but then we're going to fall behind. I don't know how I feel about this. The Raichu's threatening some scary stuff, so I just hope we end up okay in this match. And I think, did we get rid of a Shadow Rider? And we got rid of a V, okay. So the Flaffy looking super sick and a very scary as well, threatening... Something very scary with the Raichu. We see they're actually going to go in with Miraidon EX, which I don't think they're going to love because it's just not amazing. However, we will struggle to KO that back. So are we down any boss? We are not down any Gust. I think we've run 2 boss, no Serena. That sounds about right. And then we can Escape Rope, though. Who knows? Maybe they're... Oh, wow, there's a bunch of damage. Maybe they'll send up their Raichu. Who knows? Probably not, though, right? So we send up this. And then obviously we're going to go and accelerate Arven. That's not it. Fog Crystal. Sounds good to me. We'll grab Hatterene. We do have 2 boss still in deck. And obviously we're going to draw a solid chunk of cards. 4 Sealstone would also get it for us. So we could Ultra Ball to Thin. Get rid of Collapsed and Avery. That's fine. I feel like neither of those are super good for us. We can grab out... we have the VMAX we need. I'll just grab the Klefki, I suppose. And then I'm just going to start accelerating a bunch of energy to that Hatterene. Hopefully we hit all the pieces we need. We need 1 more energy as well as a boss. That's the first piece. So give us 1 energy, please. Send that onto the Hatterene. Energy. There we go. Let's go. Okay, we hit it. A bit lucky, but I'll take it. I'm going to Escape Rope. It doesn't matter what they send up here. And, yeah, it's Raichu having 70 HP left. And, honestly, Klefki's not even, like, doing anything, but it hurts the prize trade a little bit for them. So we can Hatterene V. Go in and grab the KO. See, boss up that Raichu. I feel like I'm going to lose this game. Actually, no, we're in a pretty good spot. They're not going to be able to grab the KO on us in return, so I can drop Klefki, the other one as well. That's not going to hurt us now, I don't think, at all. Teleportation Burst. Coming in possibly very well. This stops them from... Oh, it's asking me to switch, yeah. Obviously, it's asking me to switch. It's weird that they just kind of sit there, essentially dead. But we grab the KO, and now they need to one-shot our... Shadow Rider, and they're down their Raichu, which is very important. I'm wondering if other cards could be useful in this deck, some other form of gusting. But I'm not really sure. Possibly Cross Switcher, you end up with moderately large hands. But you do research and judge them away. I don't really know what I think about this deck. It's really fun. It's really unique. Honestly, all the decks in this format feel so unique. I'd highly recommend, if you're not playing Pokemon right now, which, honestly, I hope to reach more people who don't play Pokemon, but I know most of my audience definitely plays a lot of Pokemon, including myself. I honestly was taking a break, but then I played a bunch. Since Scarlet and Violet came out, I've been playing a ton every day. So, we see Regieleki V coming in. Wow, okay. Things are getting spicy now. That opens up the route for them to kind of stall some. That's scary. That's a very scary. But we have a bunch of Shadow Riders set up, so hopefully it's okay. Sky Seal, Force Seal Stone, not Sky Seal Stone. That would be bad. Actually, no, that would not be bad. It wouldn't matter at all. But we see a Force Seal Stone. That is scary. Did we see a Nest Ball? I really hate that there's no game log there. I really need to add that in. But man, I'm having such a fun time. Oh, they played Drapion. They could have theoretically set that up to one-shot our Shadow Rider using Flaffies, but they need like 3 Flaffies or a Raihan, which because they can't boss that turn. I think they grabbed another Flaffy. It doesn't really matter. Possibly another Regieleki VMAX could be usable. And I'm pretty sure they haven't retreated this turn. That'd be kind of weird. Yeah. So we see Regieleki Force Seal Stone hitting as well. And they're not going to use that. So Lightning Wall obviously grabbing the KO, and now they're taking a bunch less damage as well. So we do have another Boss's Orders in deck. And right now we're hitting 90. Yes. So if we get 3 more energy, that's still not enough. And I'll Nest Ball. Let's see what we got. We need that Boss or that Force Seal Stone. Either of those will work. I also will check my prizes with Hisuian Heavy Ball. Doesn't really matter, but we can Energy Retrieval for a few energies. And we're going to draw 4 more cards and hopefully win the game this turn. If not, we're not lost. We can, like, theoretically, Hatterene could survive. Nah, we pretty much lost the game if we don't hit the boss doors here. It's not guaranteed, but it's not likely, as they can definitely use that Force Seal Stone. Or actually, I'm saying definitely. It's live. They might not be able to. Who knows? So draw 2 more cards. Please let us have it. This is always what the games come down to. Give it to me. Force Seal Stone. Let's go. We hit it. Okay, wow, that was way too close, but I'll take it. Boss's Orders. We can bring up that other Regieleki V. Or that Miraidon, it doesn't matter. Right on, we're hitting 250 damage. 4 game. We get it. Let's go. I'll take that. Gardevoir is being outshined by Shadow Rider right now. It's done way better than my Gardevoir video. When I played Gardevoir, it did not go so well. Check that out, though. The Gardevoir video. It does. Honestly, people didn't watch it that much either. But Shadow Rider, really, it's back. Like, it was the best deck in format for a time. Then it dropped off. Also, like, I should probably move out of this, like, Bulbasaur rank. I haven't played that many games. I said I played every day. I haven't necessarily played tons, but I played some. But yeah, hopefully we end up, I don't know, Great Ball rank's fine. I don't want to be like playing against super sweaty opponents every game. My opponents were certainly fine though those games. They didn't make any blatant misplays. I'm surprised that so many good people on the ladder. I wonder if that means that like all the, no offense to you, but all the bad players are on the casual ladder, or like, but I don't know. I want to say like no one plays casual, but there probably are a lot of people who play casual. So comment down below if you play casual. I'd be really interested in hearing that. Or if you only play ranked, because I pretty much only play ranked. Because I feel like I don't want to just play against bad decks all the time. And even for testing, I feel like it's actually good enough. I want to test against good decks. But, you know, I hope you enjoyed the video. I did this deck. I was like, oh, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about the deck. It was super cool. Shadow Rider's back, baby. It's coming with a vengeance. Able to beat some of the top decks in the game. But I hope you enjoyed. As always, I'm excited to see you in the next video.